T for Tony, half, 3/4, full. Okay? So with a handspring full, okay, one arm is going to stay up and the other arm comes down, but it essentially does the same thing. Quarter, half, 3/4, finish. Okay? The one arm stays up. You're not going to necessarily be able to do this here, but I'll show you kind of how it works. Handsprings, no, handsprings are back. Okay? So what I want to have happen is this hand almost always is going to point in the same direction. So here she is at quarter, okay? At half, 3/4 she can't do anything because she's lying on it. And then it comes back up at full. Okay? Slide out a little. Go ahead. Okay? Quarter. Yep. Half. 3/4 can't do anything. And full. Now don't worry about that. Arms will be different. Okay? So I see people wondering what to do with their arms in the back. Okay? A handspring full, what makes it difficult is you need height and no rotation. If you do this with your arm, you've given yourself rotation. You're never going to land. You'll always over-rotate, okay, or run out of it. Okay? So what I like to, what I want this to do, I'm a lefty as well. You see that X on the back wall, the brace? Okay? So that's kind of what I'm looking at. So as I turn, my hand's dropping to that X. Touches the back of my leg and just finishes in a circle. Okay? Although as I'm standing here, it seems like my arm is moving backwards. Okay? My arm isn't moving backwards. My arm's dropping to my side, but my body's turning. Okay? So it's not, you can tell somebody it's a backward circle. But really all that's happening is my hand is staying in the same place and my body is turning. Does everybody understand that? Okay? To have somebody do this, what's happening, is that a handspring shape that you want to see anywhere? No.
Well, what's almost most important, and if not more important, is the arm that's up has got to come back and stay. The taller, it's called an unequal radius twist. The short side twists toward the long side. So what happens is if both sides get short, nothing happens. But the longer this side gets the higher, the more efficient it gets. Okay? So what a friend of mine used to say, push the horse, table, grab a phone book, and rip it in half. That's Greg's.
Oh, nice.
So if you think about ripping a phone book in half, by the time you get to here, your arm's going to be where Tony wants it.
I try to get them that they're always looking at their hand that's up, and what I tell them is that they're brushing their hair back out of their face with that hand. Okay, and I sort of teach that when I'm teaching a full out too, that they brush their hair back out of their face with that side. But it's the same thing, that this arm has to move back. One of my favorite easy drills that requires no spotting is if you have a set of rings, okay, you have the kids hang on the rings, okay, and they do this, they just wiggle the rings a little bit. Does everybody understand what I mean? Mm-hmm. Okay, so 1, 2, and then on 3 they let go with one hand, and now they spin on one ring. Okay, can everybody picture that? I don't want to untie the rings or anything there.